Hey you, and welcome to the Amazons of Alpha McTroon. So I have created a small 5-team Amazon group. These are some pretty Leet ladies. I am going to admit I've given them lots of nice gear. I've given them, some good stats. Different people have good stats in different areas. And they have their little houseboy who's going to be doing the cooking. He's kind of an interesting character because he's decent at all these sorts of things that you have to do as a houseboy. You got to go out and feed the critters, okay? You got to maybe take care of them if there's a problem, or help people when different things come up. So he's learned some stuff. He can do some things. Oh, it says treating wounds and doing surgery. Okay, that's better than I had planned on him being, I will admit. And is there something here that helped with medicine? That's why. Because and that did too. I had only given him like a point or two, but I guess this is what's doing it. This is what's making him, okay. Well, he's better at some of this stuff than I thought he was going to be. But it gave him a lot of interest in shooting, a good burning passion to learn to take care of himself, and mining. So he can escape. He doesn't like women. He doesn't trust them. He works for 5 of them, and he's just, this is not the best job in the world, okay? I was going to make him a sex slave, but I figured this is more in tune to what he's actually going to be required for, so we fixed him this way. But you know what? If he could steal a gun, learn to shoot, tunnel out, maybe he could escape someday, right? You never know. You never know. So these guys, you know what? Let's just get started on some orders here. I'm going to... Ooh. There seems like there's some good things to dig through here. How about we do, something like this. And just back right up into this, first of all. And then do some things like here. I don't know, is that what? There's 5 in the middle? Yeah, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and another there. 3, 4, 5, and another there. Now, I'm not counting these out because I have any idea of what is a good number to keep things from falling in. I am doing this because it will be even and tidy. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's in number 6, and there, 3, 4, 5, 6, there. It just makes it a little easier to live with. That's all. 5, 6 there, and there won't be. Yeah, there will too, right there. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is there, and that goes there, and that one there can stay in, and they will keep this stuff from falling in. That's the only big plan here. That's all there is. Now, in terms of work, right now, guys, I think everybody should be considering mining. Just get over there, get the job done. Let's make some space. For the critters, where are we going to put our little aminals? Nice soft bit there. Let's see. Oh, we have stuff. That'll be nice. Where are we going to put the animals, guys? You know what? Why don't we'll just tuck them in over here. We are going to grab this animal area, and actually there's a lot of rock there. We want to give them as much grazing as possible. Where can we put the little goobers? Well, you know what? This will be okay. We'll just put them in here for the moment. I'm sure they'll be fine. We'll dig out a space in here for a barn in a little bit. And you, turkey, my little turkey, my other turkey, and my 2 muffalumps, you guys can wander over there. And the dogs can stay. The dogs are at home. Actually, the dogs should just be to home. We don't want you wandering out and getting killed. Speaking of getting killed, what kind of dangerous animals do we have kicking around here? I am so sick to death of trying to be nice, leaving the animals alone, living as close to a vegetarian life as possible, and then having some nice little bear that you've been nice to decide to just show up and make your life hell. I really actually am kind of sick of it. I'm just saying. I don't want to do this anymore. So we're going to take both ladies out. Actually, you know what? Let's put one on one side and one at the other. So if it starts attacking, we can melee attack. Oh, you know what I did? We don't have guns. Okay, well that was awesome right there. That was good. Maybe a gun would be a good idea. Let's go attack a bear without a gun. That's a good thing. Yeah. Equip that. Timber, you can get the other kind. Let's do that first. Let these guys do what they're doing. I like it. Okay, now Sunshine, where's the beast? You can go over here and you can come this way. Actually, maybe that's a little too close. Let's tuck in here someplace. And then let's start shooting things, shall we? Fire at Grizzly. Fire at Grizzly. Okay, essentially, this is when you want to leave a little bit. And see if we can distract it over to Timber. No. Oh, down. Oh, I'm so happy. Look at you. Undrafted ladies, that's fine. Okay, now why is the dog not at home? Did we not tell the dogs to get their backsides home? We did. Except I guess we don't have a home at this point because we haven't actually built anything. So let's do that. Let's start right over here. Actually, how far back is undercover? I want it to be undercover. Roof is thin. Ooh. Oh, look! Oh, I'm so happy. What? Okay, that's awesome. So we'll just start with whatever little bit we have for the moment, and you know what? Let's see. How are we going to do this? Everybody needs to be mining faster and faster. Look at Katie. She said, oh, I got this. I have so got this. Katie's our engineer. That's why. She's all about the mining. She says, yep, I like it. This is good. This is good. So now our home area is that little bit, and the dogs should start to wander home. Yeah, here they come. Got to keep them safe. Now, bears. Are there more bears? Are there more problems? Okay, you down there. If you are smart enough to stay down there, we'll leave you alone for a while. I don't want to kill too much till I get a refrigerator in, because it seems like a smart idea to have a refrigerator in. Actually, this is going to be all the way to the back at some point. So that's going to be as 2 right now. Yeah, see, that's, I don't want that. I don't want that to be the case. I'd really like to have them. I was hoping I could kind of cheat that a little bit, but I guess I can't. Now this, oh, sweetness and joy. And we're going to want a refrigerator as soon as possible. Let's see if we extend this to here and then make a wall there. We can run that back as far as we have to. Where should we put our refrigerator? You know what? Let's just do something like this. If we just start building a wall down here. Is that where we want to put it though? I don't know. I mean, maybe. You know what? This will be fine. Sure. And we'll just take a couple of spots out for the moment. I'm thinking about putting the fridge right here in front of the stockpile, perhaps. Perhaps. I don't know. You know what? I was going to do something I forgot to do here. And no, stop, reset, start. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Just something I needed to take care of before I did this. But, you know, here we are doing it anyway. So we're starting with a bit of a stockpile, and we will look, see, these are the kind of people that bring nice beds for their animals. I like these ladies. I think we're going to get along really well. You know, until I kill them. We know how this game goes, right? We all know how this game goes. Now with the animals, you know, they can graze for a while. I'm not going to worry too much about getting their food to them straight off. Although I suppose if I did, I wouldn't have to move it later, right? Whiskey. These ladies come from an area of the world that is a lot like Scotland, or an area, a planet that is a lot like Scotland. Let's put it that way. Clear all and put in animal feeds, please. There we go, and make that the preferred place. So their hay and their kibble and what have you can go over there, which means I've got to fix it so the dogs can get over there to the kibble. Unless, you know what? Let's just assign all the dogs, all the animals over there. Just keep them the heck out of the way for a while. Now, I did give these ladies a lot of goodies. They do have a couple of improvised turrets, mostly because they don't have the research for them yet. And I just giving them a bit of a head start. We get 3 extra nice jackets. Yeah, hyperweave dusters. I thought I'd seen something else. Just because. No particular reason, just because. That's all there is to it. So that's going to be storage back there. Yeah, let's make... There's one stockpile zone. We're going to need a wall. I want a wall between this. I want this to be here, which means once I get these walls up, I can start removing these other bits that are kind of in the way there. Oh, and there's going to be more components for the win. Oh God, you gotta love that. And the first thing the game gives you is some components. It's gonna be so exciting. I gotta show you something. I've been attempting to play this game. I've been having a lot of problems, a lot of computer problems, like just ongoing, oh my God, will this never end computer problems. And what's happened is I've done a number of recordings that have just not worked. Sound issues, this, that, and the other darn thing. So what's happened, not the animal stuff, meals, raw food, and is that I've actually got to practice the game. Isn't this awesome? I have been able to practice this game a little bit, which has actually been very exciting. And and as a result, I've learned a few things, and I've had some interesting. I think interesting is a good word. I've had some interesting experiences, certainly. And let me show you a picture. Wahaha. This one. Is this going to show? Yeah, there. Look at that. Look at that. Biggest base I've ever had, the longest I've ever played the game, and the game went insane on me. I was being raided from the north, and they actually came through a mountain and dug their way into this stockpile that you can just see the edge of, and made their way into my base, and they had like flamethrowers or whatever, that big guns that were shooting fire. While I'm fighting this off, some of them were outside, some of them were inside, a dry storm hits, which is causing fires outside, and the rain is not putting those fires out. So I got rid of the raiders. I killed all of them, started putting out the fires in here. There were other of my team putting out fires outside. A bunch of bugs spawned in this back room and came hauling out because there was no door there yet. I don't believe there was a door there anyway. I don't think so. I had just put that room in and hadn't finished it yet. So these bugs come streaming out. Some of them did catch fire, which was kind of awesome, but my people were fighting off the bugs. By the time the raid, the fires indoors and out, and the bugs were finally finished off, poor little Hakoon here was actually dying of starvation. That's how long all of this took. So we got 4 people down. Some of them didn't die. I think only one died during the actual battle. But after the battle, we have this cold snap hit. And then immediately after this, we had solar flares hit. So while they were trying to clean up and heal and all the rest, people were just died because we couldn't get to them in time. That's all it was to it. They just died. It was just that much fun. It was that cool. And this is the best game I've ever done. It was the most, it was the best game I've ever played in this, the longest I've ever played in this. Let's put it that way. And I did a bad thing with this. This is not right. This is not right. Shouldn't this have just continued on? And it didn't. So click it from in here. There we Why is this becoming another zone? I don't want that to do that. I want this zone to get bigger. So stockpile zone. Click it in here. Can't we just expand this now? There we go. It worked that time. Whatever. Okay, click it in here and run this back. We got salt. I'm sure that's going to be handy for some darn thing at some point. And did we set this to be what? We didn't set this at all, did we? We just left it kind of default. Except for corpses. Oh, they're not putting chunks in here. Yeah, you know what? We probably shouldn't do that either. Let's get a dumping stockpile. You know what? We're going to put a dumping bit over here somewhere, because I think we're going to have a wall here to start out, although I will probably want to take all this in at some point, won't I? And it is sort of inconvenient. All right, let's put it over here. We'll just make it something smaller and neater for now. We can redo other things later. So some chunks can go in there. Production. If this is going to be my fridge, I will need a cooler in here like this, and space for another. We will need some power. Solar power. Okay, we got that. You know what? We'll do something like this, and then we're going to build a little thing where we'll put in batteries here like that. And then we can just add more as we need them to be there. And the solar bit will be there. And you know what? We might as well just go ahead and put them in. We're going to want them. We're going to need them. We'll just put them in. Did I pause? No, they're just all sleeping out in the awful places that I've made them sleep. I'm so sorry, little people. So you guys can start picking this stuff up. That will run down here at some point. This will be the fridge. Things will get put in here. This is going to be our storage area back here. We have killed the bear, I'm happy to say. So that's the thing. That's how you start the game. You kill the animals. God, I hate to say that. But you try and be nice. Does it pay? No. No, it doesn't pay at all. And we still have more. Look at all the extra components. Woo! I'm getting goosebumps. This is awesome. This is making me so to be very happy. So while they're sleeping, I'm just going to call this a quick little episode done. While it looks like my sound is still working, I have learned that you don't want to do these over and over like long ones, because you get through the end of them and you find out your computer's messed up. And there you are, starting over one more time. So I'm going to call this done and hope that it works. Get it up on YouTube. Try get another one done. I've got a live stream starting in 2 hours. Which will be less than that by the time this goes live. And perhaps I'll see you there. And until I see you next time, live your life happy and build it beautiful. If you like some part of this, please do the thumbs up, and thank you for subbing. Bye-bye, guys.